Sir King. Sir King.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I just came live to touch base real quick. What's up, your pleasure? 721. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. There's nothing really going on in the real world, I guess, because obviously, it's Thanksgiving. The only other situation that we had was a situation in Washington D.C. with those two National Guard um, soldiers getting shot. They trying to say it's some form of terrorism and stuff like that. But the crazy picture that I just came across, what's up, Heavy Bear, is Trump in a jet with Elon Musk and one of his sons having a lavish Thanksgiving feast. And I thought that picture was so insensitive because if you just forgot or did not know, I'm sure you did. We just came out of a government shutdown, and I'm sure some people did not have were able to get Thanksgiving. Obviously, the government is back open, but that don't mean they weren't able to purchase Thanksgiving because they had backed up bills. So I just thought that was a little bit insensitive, especially after what people been going through. So that's my 2 cents to the situation. So today, even though it's Thanksgiving Day, it was a long day because we went to the movies. We saw Sarah's Oil. Sarah's Oil was a good movie. I mean, it was a good movie. I think it could have been better. Some of the executive producers was Sierra and Russell Wilson, and pretty much the movie. I'm not gonna give you no spoiler alert because you can look it up and see what's gonna happen. But pretty much it deals with a young black girl. Yeah, she thinks she was about 11, becoming one of the first black millionaires ever because she was allotted this piece of land in Oklahoma that they thought was worthless. She believed that the land was not worthless, and she thought it was oil. And once it came to find out that it was oil on her land, all these people started coming and trying to take the land from her, and it was crazy that they even killed some other kids who had inherited deeds to land and stuff like that. Fortunately, that didn't happen to her, but make a long story short, I don't think the movie told the real story because if you look at what happened on YouTube, you can see that she still got somewhat swindled out of her land, even though she did become a millionaire. Um, she didn't she didn't maximize her potential, her wealth potential, because it was somewhat taken from her. But they don't really show that kind of part of it in the movie. They make you think that she got the true value of her land. But it was kind of crazy. They'll when wealth is able to be obtained, they will do anything and everything to take you out the game, including killing you. That's crazy. You gonna kill a child? You gonna kill a child? But that's how they did today, and that's how what they kind of do. I mean, sorry, that's what they did back then, and that's what they kind of do today. So, if you want to check that out, feel free to check it out. I thought it was a good inspirational film for young kids to see. Because right now, what I'm seeing on social media is a travesty. Kids dancing to adult lyrics. Yeah, it's rarely to see something where kids are doing things that kids should do. Now, the girl was very well spoken at that time and at that day. Her father made sure that she could read and that she could write, and I think that was her saving grace because she was very mature beyond her years, and stuff like that. So, but it also gave an element of how black people are immediately told to trust white people just because of the, the complexion of their skin, because once you watch the movie, there was a white man involved, and they said that she needed a guardian, although she had two parents. But I guess back then, black wasn't right. You had to have a certain guardian. But luckily, the NAACP got involved, and then they had for what it said, a white woman stepped in, and they found that the original guardianship was invalid and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting movie, motivational movie and things like that. So that's what I got to say about that. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on long, but I need to make this live real quick. So let's talk about big lion ass breed. This is what I don't like about Brianna. She don't do her motherfucking research. So how you sit up here and claim to be in school, but going off and don't do your research? You just think because I go live that I'm talking about Lemon. I immediately knew what happened with Lemon Channel. If you did your research, you would know that I did not even know anything about Lemon Channel being struck because somebody came in my live in the middle of my live and informed me that he had got struck. And I was like, what? I didn't even believe it because a lot of times people think that, oh, the closing of someone's page or somebody took down a private a lot of videos, they get that confused with being struck. So I didn't believe it at that moment. So if you were there, if you did your research rather than lying on me, and saying that I was gloating in the fact that his page got taken, I was not gloating in the fact that the page that his. I really didn't give a damn, to be honest. I was indifferent. But there you go, once again, lying on people. And you got the nerve to sit up there, Sir K, shut up, shut up, shut up. But you doing all that dramatics and don't even know the facts of the situation. But I do know the facts of your situation. That you can't even do your live that you want to do for fear of waking up the household. For fear of waking up the household. All the freedom that you've now once had for decades is now gone because you decide you want to incorporate yourself in a fantasy of being mommy or wife. And I think what's happening over there in Pennyville land is that the fantasy ain't equaling up to the reality of the situation. That's what I think is going on. And you getting tired and you getting frustrated of the limitations of what you were able to once do, you now can't do. You acting like Tracy in your own damn house for something you didn't even sign up and volunteer for. And I could go deeper than that, but I'm gonna respect the parties involved in that who didn't ask to be brought into this situation. Read between my lines. But stop lying on people. I was not gloating in the fact that boy got his page taken. But I'm glad that YouTube took some corrective action in the situation because a lot of that stuff was getting real damn ridiculous. Anyway, what's up, Nikki Jackson? How you doing? I'm glad I'm on too, but I'm not gonna be on for too long. I don't think. We'll see. But thank you for being here. So that's what I had to say about that. Stop lying on folks. Like you just go. I don't even know how you got that. Just because you see I went out, you talk. Oh, he's so good. I'm gloating in the fact. I don't ever want nobody's channel to be taken, but I don't give a damn when you sit up there and use that channel to shit on me. When I was the one that helped bring you in the game, nobody know about no damn limit. And you over there because you got no ethics, and not you, Brian, but he ain't got no ethics, he ain't got no morals, and he ain't got no care in the world. Don't you think YouTube gonna take that other motherfucking channel down? Right? They're using AI and everything. So it's now not going to have to take a human reviewer. It's not going to take some inept software that they're using. They're adept to human emotions and human language. And the people are sitting up there saying, the same people that he's sitting up there allowing on his platform are the ones that's taking it down because they're saying trigger words intentionally. The only thing different from back in the day and now is that AI is more proficient in what it does, in its analysis. So you wrong for that shit. And then on top of that, well, I was sitting up there because I do my research. I was sitting up there listening to your live. I'm like, huh. She all like, oh, I would hate my baby. I would hate for my baby to be taken. I would petty was to be taken. So all that emotional shit that goes into what you were saying let me know 100% that y'all was the cahoots, even when he was sitting right next to me. Even when he was sitting right here, you care too much for him for y'all to be that cool for not to have that shit going on. You despise me more than him, and not that I'm trying to make it no comparison, but I have not said even things. I have not even said half of the shit that he said about you. But still, you have a liking to him, yeah, because he benefits you. Y'all canoodling in the background. That's why you so emotionally involved in the shit. I could give a damn, to be honest. And we sat up here and told him, "Hey, stop doing what you're doing. It's going to be an issue." The only difference is now AI. That's it. And then somebody had to say, well, why are old pages popping up? Probably because they saw the way in which they were taking out people's pages back in the day wasn't on true merit. So they know, maybe YouTube knows that they fucked up in the past, because what they're seeing now in the analysis of comparing maybe AI against old channels that were taken down and channels that we should take them down now are is maybe more accurate. And they're giving people their pages back. And that's what I'm thinking, because they're like, why my pages been coming back for 3 years? Because maybe the AI analysis sees that what they did 3 years ago didn't qualify for their pages to be taken. But now with the page that, yeah, they are taking it because it's software, AI software, and analysis that they do is more accurate. Let me see what you're saying, Nikki Jackson. If I was her, I would keep my mouth shut on people. She's not even living her full potential. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's trying to live a dream, shortchanging herself. A person with 8 other responsibilities, how can they ever give you their all? But unless you like drama, then I can understand that. Unless you want to immediately give yourself some self worth, then I can understand. Then I can understand that. She don't like him either, but she like him to some degree because he benefits her because they talk in the background. I guarantee you that. In some way, somehow they talking about, you don't have that much affinity and care for somebody else's channel that does not even benefit you. Unless y'all doing business in the back, and they were always probably coming in people doing business in the back, but he had to pretend like he had my back because I'll kick his ass to the side just like I did the other guy that came with him. 1 second, y'all. All right, sorry about that. So let's get back to what Troy Allen was saying today. So Troy Allen did something about Lemon's page being on. Now, um, I have the banded or the band returns because I guess he's on his second page. To me, I don't give a damn. He could have 3, 4, 5 pages. I don't care, and it's not a haterade. But like Troy Allen said, YouTube is trying to get rid of that shit. YouTube, everything is going more streaming. Everything YouTube, everything they don't. They want to get rid of that. They want to get rid of those news reports that have things connected to them where people are streaming or and all this other stuff where there was inklings of somebody doing bad behavior on their platform, and then they decide they want to live stream it and shoot up someplace. They want to get rid of all those potential dangers, and all that can be done based on what when people have the kind of lies that he has to say, the kind of things that they say he's saying, because what that has a history of violence. Now, Troy is right. They want to get y'all gutter buckets off this application. And I'm talking about the content creators who are going around having chaos lives, who are not having anything of any real world value. And that's what they want to eventually do. And they're going to use AI to do it. So he could start up a second page, but he going to have to change his content. See, they wanted to get on Sir King when Sir King changed his content because I saw where YouTube was going. YouTube was switching up their community guidelines every 4 or 5 days. Hold on, y'all. Every 4 or 5 days. So I knew where they were going. They weren't going to allow that buffoonery to continue. So he's going to have to change. Now he can be defiant, and what they'll round up doing is taking him down again, and then sitting up here and banning him from a more stringent situation, if you know what I mean. So he could do a backup page, but don't you think that AI is going to catch on to the fact that the same page, the same voice, the same images are showing up again 24 hours later after they set up there and took that same similar page off the off the application? That's the ways in which they're using AI. Y'all don't understand that? He not even switching shit up. He not even making it hard for the AI bot to identify that that's a similar page. You get what I'm saying? using the same thumbnails, same voice, same damn channel name. You make an AI job so easy to take you out again. And if you want to go on, and then if you want to go on the AI, if you want to go on YouTube's guidelines, he's not even supposed to be on this application, right? Because once you have one terminated channel, you can't be back on here again. So, I mean, he's already in violation, and that's not me being a hater. That's just me stating truth of the matter. So, but if that's the game he wants to play with them, that's the game he wants to play. But once again, if he changes his content, which he can, I think he can, but I don't think he believes in himself that he can do it. And the people know that's not what they're there for. They're not there for lemon. They're there for the chaos that ensues. And if that curtails, then they're going to go elsewhere to find that, either be another sector, another platform, or wherever. So he's really stuck in a hard place to continue doing what he's doing and agree with the platform owner where they're going to tighten up and do a whole kind of another ban on him, or I don't know, change up the content and make it monetizable, because he still has to go through that whole monetization process. I think, I don't know, maybe he did qualify for that, but the AI bots are going to pick it up due to the similarities in what just got banned from that platform. So let me see what y'all saying. Okay, Cosmic Girl, what's up, Cosmic Girl? Happy holidays to you. You said Cosmic, well, tonight's content is certainly different. I hope he keeps it up. Well, we told him. So SK, them a little slow. He ain't slow. Well, it's depending on what your definition of slow is. He hard headed and he likes to flirt with danger. Marley Baby says, but they swear you hate him. Molly, I have no reason to hate nobody because I don't know nobody personally on here. So I don't have no reason to hate him. You know, I don't I don't like him. I don't like him because he did some fucked up shit to me. In all honesty. Um, but I don't hate him. There's a difference between hate and like. I don't like the way he moves. I don't like the way he did to me. I don't like the disparaging things that he said um, about me. I know he preferences his statement of he wasn't in the game if it wasn't for SK, da 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 da. But Molly, I'm a person that is, I go by your actions, not by your words. And then when I sit back and I see certain shit, I'm like, you were playing in my face the whole time. So while he said he took on my battles, he wasn't taking on my battles. He was taking on my battles in the front, but in the back, he was canoodling with my enemy. So it's just like, nah, that's not cool. And some of the things that he said, can't be forgiven. One wishing death on me, I never wish death on that man. So I take, yeah. Cosmic Girl said it's tied to IP addresses or the email. It's tied to a plethora of things. It's a plethora of things. I hope he ain't using the same email. He'd be stupid to. I hope he's not using the same email limit. Child, if you're using the same email, you dumb. Because that's one way they definitely will tie you to that old channel. So, Cosmic Girl said, so far it's been dope. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. He and Tree Dog should be subbies instead of content creators. Mm. Yeah, they keep knocking Tracy down because I guess AI is picking up on something over there, and that's why they keep knocking her down. So I don't know, but you've been around Heavyweight. You see how she had to change her commentary, all that doxing and stuff that she was doing, and virtual tours of people's homes. That yeah, that wasn't gonna last too long. So. Mhm. Yeah, happy holidays to you, and happy Thanksgiving to you, Molly Maybach. So that's good. Maybe it may be a blessing in disguise. Like I say, limit someone who actually has to fall off the cliff, because you tell him stay away from the cliff, and he don't believe it until he fall off. So it's good that he fell off the cliff. Now he got to change his ways, and maybe he can make it sustainable. So we'll see. But the audience determines everything. They may not like the new content. And the panel people that hop up on there, that may not be what they like, his change in direction. A lot of people didn't like my change in direction. But I'm like, shit, that's better than dealing with trying to grow a new channel again. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm not a hater. I just understand the game, and if a lot of people that don't understand the game, especially those who ain't been in the content creator chair. But I ain't got no hate. I ain't got no animosity. And I ain't got no jealousy. I know how the game got to be played. I told you, all the main content creators that make who have a billion subscribers and stuff, they can't do what them is doing because that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. So, who said Rico the icon? What's going on, man? How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you. So, Tracy is the last person to kill. So, oh yeah, she she don't even know who she is herself. Like she got arrested development. She's still thinking she 18 when her ass is up there almost 60. So she's the last person to really. I mean, it's been verified that she got some kind of slow development. So that's all I pretty much wanted to say, y'all. Lovely love, if you listen to this, you sent me something, but I mean Thanksgiving is over, so I can't do that for Thanksgiving. Maybe for Christmas. So you know what I'm talking about. So I'm still doing the banner challenge. But like I said, I may turn that into uh just a talent challenge and see where it goes from there. So anybody got any questions or anything before I get up out of here? Because I'm still under the weather, but I wanted to come and address Laya Brianna and address the limit situation. Like I said, he gonna have to change his ways if he wants to sustain. And like Troy said, this is not y'all application. The admission to the party is free, but you still gotta respect the rules of the house. Right? Anybody can walk through the door, but once you get on the stage, you gotta respect the rules of the house. And I think a lot of people forget that. They think that they could do what they want to do, but they forget at the end of the day, it's Mama YouTube that's gonna determine if you're gonna stay. So if you disrespect those rules, voluntary rules, they could come through any time and knock you off. And I think that he understood that, but didn't understand that because he was given so many chances, and now he understand that because that check is gone, right? And who knows what information he's using now to maybe potentially reapply for monetization. But let you know this, they are definitely gonna do a vetting. They're gonna definitely do a vetting. Or if he been associated with any other page, I just hope he don't use the same email address. They'll end that shit right quick. They'll be, oh no, you don't qualify. So, yeah, I hope he know what he doing. Okay, because like somebody said, all the other information that's tied into that page for identification is gonna come across their radar. If I was him, I would get a whole new device. I would take all the 4,000 a month he said and get a whole new device. I wouldn't even come in on the same device, to be honest. And that's not what a hater advice would give him. If a hater would tell him, yeah, keep going live on the devices that you use. Yeah, use the same email address. If I was him, I would get a whole new device. I wouldn't even have nothing connected to that to that backup channel. I would get a whole new device, and I would stop using those icons because I always told him. I said, if anything happens on that man's on with that man's icon, them thumbnails he's using, and he don't have permission, that man could come through any day and send him and hit him up with a lawsuit. Especially once that man know that his stuff is being used for monetary gain. I'm just telling you, like people think I hate, but everything I say come back correct. And y'all quick to say I hate, but y'all ain't never quick to come back and say, "Damn, Sir Key was right. Sir Key was right. Sir Key was right months ago." Oh, you a hater? You a hater? I said that's what you doing is not sustainable. What you doing is not sustainable. And like I said, I would stop using that man's icons. Two reasons why. One, you never know when he might come and hit you. You never know. He may get tired of his shit being used in a way he never wanted it to be used. And then two, you making it easier for our AI to identify you with a page that's been terminated. So whatever. Hard headed people. Hard headed people. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm a little bit under the weather. If you want to send a gesture, feel free to do so at $sign Circuit Crowd. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Be thankful. and be grateful. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. It was good to see you, Molly May back, and everybody else in the chat. All right. I will talk to y'all soon, and y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.
Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King. Sir King. Sir King.